Good morning, everyone, or afternoon technically now. Welcome to Grunt Speak Live, you fumbling, flatulating, finagle, flam-flu, freaky, frisky, footloose fornicators. Or as my father would always say, there are 70 ways to keep a man happy. One is alcohol, the rest is 69. And if abortion is murder, then condoms are kidnapping. That welcome comes to us courtesy of Senior Airman Dick Fitzwell on MGTOW.tv with a donation. I'm Toxic Male. And that's Terrence Pop.
What's up, you Randy Rumpros Rangers? That's about as long as the string I could put together. He's got me beat, but he is the English major. I'm just a grunt.
I'm over here like, okay, just don't trip over my words. Don't trip over it. But that's a damn good one.
That was a good one.
Mr. Richard Fitzwell.
We got all like always. We got an assload of insanity.
Oh, always. There's never a dull moment.
There's never a shortage.
But today, from what I understand, is an anniversary for you.
Yeah. For those of you that don't know, 32 years ago, I was a member of Bravo Company, 2nd Ranger Battalion out of Fort Lewis, Washington. And I did the combat drop into Rio Hato, where I was almost killed.
Dun, dun, dun.
But I made it. There's a lot of guys who were permanently effed up, and some of them got zeroed out. And I think about those guys every day. Here's to you.
I'll drink to that first thing in the morning. Why not? Is that some cold brew? Is that your girlfriend?
It is. Yeah. With a Red Bull chaser.
Quite delicious. There's going to be some fun changes heading your way, but this time they're going to be more permanent. We've been yanking at the puppeteer strings trying to figure out what's going to work in terms of a schedule, and I think we finally got it narrowed down. So look for that next week.
Yeah, and this is just simple growing pains.
Yeah.
Trying to put stuff together.
Oh, we're trying to figure out what works for us, what works for you guys watching, and what works for maintaining something resembling a private life as well, which is difficult.
It does eat into it a lot.
Yes.
It does.
When fun becomes a job, it's no longer fun. So we got to try to maintain that balance, too.
That's absolutely. Well, J-O-B is not spelled F-U-N.
That's very true.
And a lot of the young people today hate that when I tell them that.
Oh, yeah. And there's some stunning and brave ladies in a particular industry who are figuring that out, and we're going to be talking about them today as well.
All right.
They're just, you're so cute. You're so pretty. It's a shame that's all you got going for you. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
So are you guys getting ready for the holidays? You did your shopping? Did you make a list for yourself?
Did you check it twice?
Did you check it twice? Do you have the money for that, or did you spend it on booze?
Yeah. Did you buy some stuff for the ladies in your life that's naughty and nice?
Mm-hmm.
Know what I'm saying?
See, the funny thing about Ambien, when you take it and you start drinking, you can actually steal from yourself and not remember it.
All those packages arrive in the mail. Next thing you know, you're staring at a porch full of stuff, and you're like, well.
Yep, that was me. I don't do it as much as I used to.
Pop. Got a battle axe in the mail.
Is it cool?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. That actually really happened.
Yes, it did. Zombie shopping.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else out there do some zombie shopping? Take a couple shots of Jack, some Ambien. A few days later, you get something on your front porch that is addressed to you from eBay or Amazon, and you don't remember buying it. You go back through your history, though, and it's all there.
I got a friend of mine who's got 5 kids, and 3 of them are Ambien kids.
Well, it's a busy man.
Hey, what are you going to do?
He's a busy man.
What are you going to do? Hey.
3 of them are Ambien kids?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. And most of them were within a week. He conceived them with a week or 2 of coming back from deployment.
Oh, that makes sense, too. So
Yeah. I mean, he can't sleep. He's taking Ambien, and all of a sudden, I'm pregnant. When did this happen?
What? I must have been sleepwalking.
Yeah, and he did the DNA test, and they're his. Of course, she can never tell his old lady never found out about that. She'd be so pissed.
Oh, you know.
I don't even know if he's still married. I should probably check it out.
Well, how long ago was this?
Well, I heard about this like 8-9 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. Crimson Hawk jumping in says, Blake, I zombie shop all the time. Check my email and it has Amazon toys coming by Tuesday. Winning. So this is the thing. I guess it just happens. Ohio Trucker says he spent it all on guns. We've all been there, too.
That you lost in the lake. It's a shame.
It's unfortunate. But, hey, you know, I guess the good news about the holidays coming in is that if you got all your shopping done and everything, it's all for naught because you're going to die.
All right. Now, first of all, as a leader of men, I've led men in battle from the front by example. One of the primary things you never do is say anything to try to instill fear in your men.
Yeah.
That is stupid.
Leading by fear is leading by tyranny.
Yeah, or it's leading to failure.
Yeah. This is just insane. And the website says it itself. White House tells the unpoked Americans to prepare to die. This is an actual clip from the press release. We're intent on not letting Omicron disrupt work and school for the vaccinated. You've done the right thing, and we will get through this. For the unvaccinated, you're looking at a winter of severe illness and death for yourselves, your families, and the hospitals you may soon overwhelm, despite the fact the evidence doesn't support any of that.
And I believe I forwarded you an article just a little while ago about the weakness of the Omicron.
Yes.
It's one of the
Shit's
recent
weak.
studies.
Shit's weak.
Well, I mean, that's what happens as something continues to generate down the road. It gets more transmissible and less deadly.
That is just how it goes.
I mean, even syphilis, towards the end, before we were able to find the cure for it, people lived with that for like decades before it killed them.
Mm-hmm. And crap, man! I mean, the actual scientists who discovered the variant in Africa, and by the time they discover it, it's already been out there. You know, it could have been months for all we know.
Yeah, what are you gonna? I mean, these things are so small.
Yeah,
they're hard to find, and you don't know if you're looking at one that's fresh or one that's old.
Yep, and they've said flat out, hey, this is milder. It's more transmissible, and there are some scientists out there who are saying, if you catch a variant, this is the one to have your pox party with because it could inoculate everyone naturally. Mm-hmm. And I mean, are some people going to die from it? Yeah, but you know how many people have died from it so far?
Wow.
One. And as we all know, you can put 2 barrels of a shotgun in your mouth and still get that on your on your death certificate just because you happen to have it at the time.
Well,
not that we're artificially inflating the numbers or anything.
Well, I mean, where are the flu deaths?
Gone.
Well, there you go.
What about a pneumonia?
Unfortunately, that is a very common virus that floats around in the hospitals.
Yeah.
And I've lost a couple friends who went in there and caught pneumonia, and then,
Yeah.
That was it for them.
It's very unfortunate. But, let it never be said that the Biden administration has a penchant for exaggeration.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I mean, when I saw that, I was just like, you've got to be kidding me. This is the goddamn White House.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I mean, it'd be one thing if we were getting the full pandemic experience with the bring out your dead, everyone wrapped in plastic, stacked at the curb. It's just not happening.
No. And the facts they tell a very different story. I mean, I don't even know if I can read these headlines without getting smoked here on YouTube, but fully poked croaks of Yahoo! Daughter says he was cautious. Doctor said the condition of the father could have been worse.
What?
Wait, what?
What? What? Okay, wait. So, yeah, I mean, he could have exploded in the emergency room and, like, made two or three. I mean, that did happen years ago. They brought in this lady, and she just exploded, threw off this horrible noxious gas, and screwed up some people and had to shut down the whole wing of a hospital.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it could get worse.
It could. I suppose he could die twice.
Yeah, yeah. Or he could turn into the Blob and envelop everyone around him and dissolve them in UFO digestive acids.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, shut up.
The pandemic of the poked is here. There's another one. This comes right from the Atlantic. Not exactly a right-leaning publication that brands itself in publishing conspiracy theories.
This leaky vax stuff has a way of you have several factors in your body. I don't know what they're all called. Okay, we'll just say you have five or six different factors that are always working in the background to fight off any crazy shit that your body comes in contact with. And when you get the poke, you supercharge one of those systems to the moon.
Mm-hmm.
And then the remaining ones, just like anything else that you don't use, they basically stagnate and get weaker.
Yeah.
And then when you do come across something that this supercharged, column can't handle, and you have to reawaken the rest of this army that you put to sleep, by the time it comes back into action, you have a full-fledged invasion going on, and your body has got to do double time to fight it off.
Yeah. Is that cytokine storm? So
No, it's called antibody
Oh, the
enhancement.
antibody. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, antibody enhancement syndrome.
It's good times. Good times. I mean, I just let these kind of scroll on the screen for you guys to watch. But and in addition to things like cases in Portugal are up 554% since they started the passport dealio, New York just boasted the highest single day case total since all this began, and they're totally not locked down.
I got to call my buddy. I got a couple buddies of mine that actually work. One's a EMS driver and one's a firefighter in New York actual.
Okay.
So I'll have to call him, get him on the horn, and find out if this is what's going on in the background. Because a year and a half ago, when it first started, I talked to the guys who were driving people around to hospitals in New York actual. And they were getting this thing called the happy hypoxia.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they're totally fine. No fever, nothing. But they're all of a sudden their lips go blue and they start acting like they're high because they're slowly suffocating.
Sounds like
and
fun.
They don't even know it.
Not that face diapers cause that or anything either.
No, it's a blood clotting.
Yeah.
Some micro blood clots that form behind behind the sacs in your lungs. So there can't be that exchange of oxygen to your red blood cells.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just a fucking grunt. And I'm explaining, this is like high-level shit, and I'm explaining it to the basic guy who sticks bullets in a magazine. It's pretty interesting, sir. Can you keep going on? Because this is Grunt Speak, man, and you get it just like I give it to grunts.
Yep.
If you don't like it, fuck off.
Speaking of grunts, because obviously, I mean, it's just a conspiracy to think that rhetoric like "winter of death," that's totally
Can't have that.
Yeah, that's us caring, right? The Democrats care. The globalists care about you. They just want you to do what's best for your health, right? It's totally not a power grab. They're totally not looking for internment and resettlement specialists in the military.
Yes, and I believe I sent you this. I've got this from 15, 16 of my troops out there who watch my show. And I thank you for it. And if you find any more shit like this, redonkulas12gmail.com, send it to me.
Yep. Now, people could say, like, well, it's not, this is reposted on another website. It could be photoshopped. Challenge accepted. GoArmy.com. Right here. Black and white.
Receipts in total.
Receipts in total. Everything is going to be online. Redonkulas.com. All sources available after the stream, because if we try to put the sources in the description, we can get banned.
We'll get our pee-pee slapped.
We'll get our pee-pee slapped. How dare you? Dare you?
Hey, you bastard! Mother effer.
Well, I mean, internment camps coming to a FEMA location near you, I guess.
Yep. And, a lot of people don't seem to understand. Many of these FEMA camps that are still in existence used to be World War II prisoner concentration camps.
Yep.
Or the concentration camps they put the Japanese in.
Yep.
So they've already been used for this purpose.
Mm-hmm.
So for all of you out there, like, well, he's just a warmonger.
That could never
happen here. Yeah, okay. You just keep thinking it.
Yeah, if that's how you're thinking, then you're hiding with Biden.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh.
Why is that up there? That doesn't make any sense.
Did you hit a wrong button?
No, I didn't hit a wrong button. The stupid computer's just being poopy. Now we can hear it.
Now it's Murphy.
Yeah, Murphy's always in the house. Hiding with Biden. Doo-doo-doo.
What is he doing? Come on, man.
You ain't black.
Dude, that face I'm making in that picture is perfect for that situation, because that's the exact face I'd be making.
That's why I picked it. I'd be making that face like, the longer he stays there, the more likely it is he's going to get punched.
I'm going to punch this man if he doesn't get away from me.
They'll challenge you to a push-up contest because, Clarence the cop saved his life, but Corn Pop is a bad dude. I mean, didn't Clarence go have ice cream with him once upon a time? I think I remember seeing a video about that.
Oh, my Lord. But that's a good video.
Yeah. I mean, it's not all bad news. I mean, Joe Biden's agenda is falling apart like Jenga earthquake.
The thing is, yes, it's falling apart, but we're all going to suffer because of it.
Yeah, it's... The only good news is that it's not going to be as bad as it could be, while there are some people who actually still understand what their job is in Congress. Thank God Joe Manchin is there, and he basically said, no, build back bullshit is not going to happen.
Good. Especially
after, I think it was Saki $5 came out and said, oh, the Congressional Budget Oversight report, it's fake. It's wrong. The one that says that this is actually going to cost almost $5 trillion instead of $1.75 trillion, that's fake. I promise.
Yeah, I don't believe anything they have to say. I really don't. And I have no idea, like, if we have a bunch of old school Democrats in there that actually used to work in a government that supported the people and actually did constructive things other than push socialism. Yeah. I have no idea why those Democrats are going along with the new ones that are nothing. They're nothing but communists. Social. It's the same thing.
They're trying to cater to that young demographic that votes overwhelmingly far left. The problem is that by courting that, you are destroying your own party. I mean, we're seeing that schism, that chasm it's like Amy Horton's thighs. They just keep getting farther and farther apart.
Allegedly.
And then the middle is even more infested with warts and disgustingness.
Hypothetically.
Yeah. Speaking of which, check out that number on the board there, 403 lives saved, not to be confused with Amy Horton's dick counter.
Allegedly. You're going to get me fucking sued, man. Stop it.
We're just talking about the Dr. Seuss character.
Okay. Come on, man.
The Harry Elefante.
Killing me.
It's been a long time since we checked in on Horton. Here's a hooer. We should probably check back on that at some point.
Think if she written anything new?
I don't know. It seems like she's kind of It's like Groundhog Day. She goes and hides underground, except for one day a year where she comes out and tells everyone that she sees a dick shadow.
Well, listen, a lot of these women, they write these articles, they talk a big game, but every single day they wake up and they're one click to the left to the garbage pile, just like everyone else. And they're realizing that as they get closer and closer to the inevitable recycle bin, people around them care less and fucking less about them.
No, that's not true.
That's true of everyone.
Yeah, the more damaged I am, the more value I have, right?
Well,
a pair of shoes gains value after 71 different owners.
Yeah, but you have 71 people have their nasty feet in there that sweated and left their foot funk in there that you have to spray stuff in. It's just so you're partially safe to wear those shoes if you should choose to do so. And if you do, you've just awarded an insanity cap.
Mm-hmm. And every once in a while, somebody puts something in there that's got some fungus on it.
It never goes away.
Ugh.
The foot funk.
The herpetogonosyphilades. Broken shoulder, neck, back, knee. That's why it's important to ask about.
Total cocks.
Sorry, ladies. Your past matters.
Yes, it does. And in fact, it matters to the universe because of cervical cancer.
And just facts.
Yeah.
Things like, what was it? Bacterial vaginosis is a thing. Look that up if you feel like losing your lunch this afternoon.
Mm-hmm. And like it's a statistical fact. If you have HPV, your chances of some kind of crotch cricket cancer goes way up. Like, if men and women, it's just easier for men to go in there and burn the shit off. Women, not so much.
Crotch cricket cancer. I'm just picturing it.
I told you about the roommate I had the wart on the end of his penis.
Yeah, and it looked like he had to hollow out the end of it with an ice cream scoop.
Well, it was blocking off his pee hole. It got so big.
Oh.
And it looked like they took a melon baller to like the end of his pee nice.
Didn't you say he called it his tickler?
French tickler. What a sick bastard. Sick bastard.
And women let him touch him with that.
You know what? I did not inquire anymore because I was developing quite the lump of vomit in the back of my throat.
I don't blame you on that one. And we're going to talk about some lovely ladies like that in a little bit. But I think we can launch into a few of the super chats here. There's not many of them, but we'll get to them here for you guys.
That one there has terrain contour lines on it.
Terrain contour line, yeah. It's that this is the moire effect. Happens
when you look at a map, it means there's two hills.
The hills have. In this case, it looks like the hills have eyes.
That's absolutely correct. I'm just saying.
As opposed to being alive with the sound of music. Ugh.
Now I look at these pictures from the viewpoint of a retired philanderer. Okay. So
yes,
my days of going after that kind of thing are done.
Quite the feeling.
Because I've realized it's expensive. There's too much goddamn drama.
Yeah.
Yes, it looks okay, but that's it.
That's it. Got to pick your battles.
Wow. My battles have already been picked.
Yeah.
I only got a few left to go.
CG Robber, it's no Ambien, but I bought the wife a John Deere front loader for Christmas. But she can start a leaf blower, winning.
Nice! I like it.
Michael Pelletier says, once I'm dead, please don't let me vote Democrat.
I've got a lot of that on my Facebook page. That is that needs to be a valid concern now moving forward.
Yeah. I think just here in Michigan, there were almost 6 figures worth of dead people on the voter rolls.
The rumor has it there was, I think, 2,500 that had been on there for almost 100 years.
Yeah.
What the
fuck? But that never happens. That's a conspiracy theory to point that out. Yeah, voter suppression, that's where it's at. Yeah, that's the real problem, right? Wah. Triggers McNickers, bodily autonomy is a right not limited to just irresponsible lefty slurs, and I'd rather die standing against tyranny than kowtowing to it. I trust my own immunity against the coof. Thanks.
That's absolutely correct.
Yes.
I mean, if you refuse the EIU, poke and smoke, you have 100% chance of avoiding downsides. And if you decide not to get the poke, you have a 99.72% chance of survival if you're not old, a fat ass, or have diabetes or cancer.
Yeah. And anytime you go and take something that hasn't been proven yet, you re-roll the dice every time.
Every single time. You get every time. First one, second one, booster. Might as well just pick up your percentile dice.
Boom.
And, better hope you roll high enough that you make your save and throw, or you might wind up, getting effed up.
Yeah, and in, 75 years, when we finally have all the information, that can turn into a 12-sided die because you get to pick your type of cancer.
Mm-hmm. Well,
if you're still alive.
Listen, anytime you go through anything that limits your immune system, you have a chance of catching the big C. Yeah. Like, for instance, you get pneumonia, and your body is just focused on fighting that. It's not uncommon for them to get over a pneumonia and find out that they have a cancer somewhere.
Yeah.
That does happen.
Oof. Terrible.
Terrible. I'm not a doctor. I'm just telling you.
Nah. This is all speculation, of course. Reaper01, I'm looking into getting my family medical records because I do believe we have a history of blood clots. # medical exemption winning.
Yep.
Yeah, that runs around. My grandfather passed away of a COPD, and there was some disgusting crap going on in there. But his had to do with asbestos.
Yeah.
On the Navy ships, and
that was very common
in the big one.
Well, the thing back then, before they knew asbestos was as dangerous as it is, they literally sprayed it as a slurry on the inside walls of some of those Navy ships.
Yep.
It is fireproof.
There was I think it was an I Love Lucy episode where they were on the boat. She got stuck in a porthole up to her waist, and they had to cut her out. And I remember watching that as a kid. And they wrapped her ass in asbestos from the other side, and then they're cutting the metal with a blowtorch right next to it. And I'm like, this is going to end well.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Woo! Crazy Uncle. Email sent Redonkulas12. Pop laughs 1 shot, puke 2.
What is it?
Oh, we're about to find
Here we go.
Here we go.
How many people we have watching?
We are up to 591 people on YouTube. Thank you all very much for tuning in with us this afternoon. We've got 24 on D Live, 34 on Twitch, 30 on Odyssey, and 19 on MGTOW.tv.
All right.
Darth Pennywise is there in the chat. How's everyone doing today? Oh, here we go. Good afternoon, gentlemen. I've got some weird shite for you. First one. Was hanging out with some friends late at night. It was about midnight when everyone was a bit too drunk to keep going. But you know the rule about falling asleep first.
Mm-hmm.
This time it was an old friend's wife. They were not going to use a marker on her since she works in sales. Instead, her friends thought it would be a good idea to put a large candy cane in her slot C.
Oh, that can't be good.
Excuse me. That way, when she woke up in bed with her husband, he would have something tasty to eat first thing in the morning. You know, that stuff down there ferments. We woke up around 05:30 to the sound of her screaming. As it turns out, the tingling sensation when your girl has mint in her mouth when she goes south to 8 Mile has a very slight chemical burn. After 5 hours of the peppermint laying against her skin made her a bit sensitive. The screaming was her trying to take a piss.
Yeah, that's a lawsuit.
Oh, there's
right
more
there.
here. But wait, it gets better.
Okay.
She yelled at us, screaming that she wanted to know whose idea it was. Picture a 5'2" skinny little thing opening the bathroom door without pants, scans the room, locks on her friend, and then jumps on her friend nearly twice her size like an amphetamine-soaked circus monkey. It took 2 guys to pull her off. Thankfully, she turned out to be fine after an hour or 2.
Wow. Yeah, that's not a good choice.
Nah, man, that's how
You just leave that shit alone.
That's how you wind up with the boiling oil surprise when you least expect it, because women catalog things in their hurt locker forever.
Or you wind up going to jail.
Jail.
Because that's physical evidence.
So one shot, got a laugh out of pop. It was pretty funny. Crazy
Serious.
uncle again. This just happened. Female at work tried to set me up on a date. Text to set up first date. Offered to meet for coffee. She wanted dinner. I said, let's get to know each other first. Immediately blocked.
Yep. Well, they like to treat you as a foodie, which means
Foodie call.
yeah, they just want to go out with you, so you buy them a meal.
Oh my God. Yeah, you know, strong, independent women. We're all equal. We're physically and mentally equal. But you better still buy me dinner. You better still pay for things. You better offer to take care of all the bills, because if you don't, you're not a real man.
Oh yeah, I can't. Yeah, you're not a real man thing. That's just shut the fuck up.
It's like puking on a pile of shit. Over on Odyssey, Mr. Wright. Only creators that verify cash accounts can receive tips, so no whiskey for Pop then, I guess. I verified this crap. Right, I'm going to have to talk to tech support on Odyssey. Ehud, any one of us who held/holds an NBC MOS or went through, or NBC MOS or went through the NCB decon/recon schools has been laughing at this bullshit since March of 2020. Unless you knew about it before you caught it and deconned in and out of a level 0 area. Gotcha, bitch! This is all a joke.
Yep. You know what? I've literally taken almost no precautions other than wear a mask when I was forced to when I went into certain businesses. I never, well, very rarely did I carry any kind of like alcohol shit to put on my hands. I literally just carried on business as usual.
Yeah.
And I've already caught it, had the antibody. I probably caught it a second time, fought it off. It's out there. It's just another cold.
Yeah. And no amount of injections is going to make it go away. It's a seasonal endemic disease now.
Yep, it's out there.
I mean, there are content creators like Styx Hexenhammer who called that last year in like April, real early on.
I believe we called it too.
Yeah. As transmissible as this thing is, it's not going away. The only reason why they are telling you to get the poke is because they want as much money as possible for as long as they can possibly drag this out before people are basically just have enough and say, we're done, fuck you.
Yep. Well, let's hope that it's just about money and not about something worse.
Yeah, because it's not about health. $29 billion in Q2 alone. Do you really think it's about your health?
Yeah.
And that's one company.
I have to go with no.
No. Berserker Brad, 1983. My maternal grandfather is still a registered voter in Michigan, and he's been dead since 2004. Wow.
Wow.
You heard it here first, ladies and germs. Whoa. Damn. That's some gnarly shit. All right, jumping over to Streamlabs, seeing if we have anything over there. Yes, Gunny Sergeant Tits Too Big. Tipped $1. Thank you. The Emperor is working on a story, an aggravating one at that, for a stream later this week. Butts, maybe? Yeah, we like butts. Yeah, I'll throw another one up here. Why the hell not? We like butts. And you know what they say about people who like big butts? They cannot lie. All right. We're going to take a quick break here for a sponsor shout-out for Brett William Mauser's The Tag Conspiracy, and then we're going to come back with some thoughts, if you know what I mean.
All right.
Last man standing.
We're going to play a game of tag.
Now let's do this.
Deep Throat is the source with information on the green lottery.
What the hell is this?
U.S. currency.
The U.S. hasn't been around for like 10 years now.
Oh.
What do you know about the lottery, Miss Tyler?
Well, that it began as an effort to reduce greenhouse gases by decreasing the country's population, and that violent criminals have been chosen at random to be eliminated for the greater good of the planet.
People are okay with that?
Climate change is a serious threat to the planet.
They aren't being eliminated. Some of them are being sold into forced labor. Others are being thrown into gladiator-style competitions for the rich and powerful to wager on.
How do I prove it?
Dismantle the lie. Only the truth remains.
Simple stroke of my pen not to have you both deem a risk to national security, hunted down and eliminated. How about you, Miss Tyler? Are you willing to die for this story?
No story is worth dying for, Lenny.
What do you think it was?
This was a bit more dangerous to the government than guns.
How do you, one man, plan on taking out the entire government?
By taking out one man.
Now let's do this!
In my weakest moment, you call me by name. You call me wild open. You play me like a game. This is what it's like living your life.
You think I'm an idiot?
Don't take it personally. I think everyone's an idiot.
All of our bridges just got burned except for one. How?
Journalism is dead, and people like you killed it.
All right, Hal. Hypothetical situation. You're walking down a dark alley with thousands of dollars hanging out of your pocket.
Actually, I have walked down a dark alley with thousands of dollars in my pocket.
I can't, man. I can't debate with a psychopath.
Allow me to congratulate you on becoming the latest winners of the Green Lottery. We're going to play a game of tag. One of your firearms will become activated. The light will turn from red to green, signifying that you are it.
I just need to focus on staying alive.
I didn't study journalism for 6 years to die in some warehouse.
Could be dying in Oklahoma.
Yeah, that's broke.
Don't worry. I'm a little worried.
1 hour. Last man standing.
I don't even know how to use this thing.
You point it at a bad guy, and when that turns green, you pull the trigger and you run like hell.
Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square. Stop.
Shoot, my audio went out. I'm so sorry about that. My audio went out. Yeah, okay, now we're back. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, I'm looking at the wrong damn screen here. Everybody's like, oh, what's going on, man? Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Welcome back.
Sorry about that.
Well, I had to turn this off and everything, and I'm just like, yeah, yeah, it was bad on me. Sorry about that. But that's going back to the tag conspiracy thing, his work just keeps getting better and better, especially since he's a Project Veritas whistleblower now.
Yep.
So
I definitely appreciate his sense of humor.
I like his stuff. But you don't like the futuristic guns, Pop?
No, I don't.
No.
Stupid.
That's not bad. It must be a Monday. Yes, that's it. Corey Slater calling it out right there. Sorry about that, guys. We're back in, though. The funny, because we can hear each other at all times, but whether or not it's going out, I can't see it.
Sorry.
So thank you all very much for letting me know that. Oh, goodness gracious me. So we're going to jump into this again. What is the sluttiest thing that you've ever done? Had spicy time with 6 different guys in one day without them knowing each other, and I don't even know their names.
And I believe my response to that was, that's prostitute stuff.
It is prostitute stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite atrocious. I mean, at that point, you're getting hollowed out like a tree trunk by termites.
Yes.
What can you even...
to be honest, that's egregious.
It is quite egregious.
Yeah. I mean, we're well beyond filthy fifths.
Ugh.
We're at sickening 6.
Yeah, and then this is all building up to something, too. Like, this doesn't get better. It gets worse. Me listening to my man defend me to all of his friends I fornicated with.
Oh, my God.
Well,
all right, let's just get this straight here. All right. Gentlemen, if you're going out with a woman and you go out in public and you run into anyone that she's had sex with, you need to cut away and get the hell away from that woman. It's because it's going to be nothing but problems, red tape, and drama.
Yeah.
It's not worth it. Just saying.
Red tape and drama.
Just cut away.
Oh, and just imagine, like, this dude probably thinks she different. She loves me.
Yep.
Ugh.
So
sad.
much.
Not so much. And then, of course, you should recognize her. Well, if you don't recognize her, I would say that's probably a good thing. But if you do recognize her, then this is funnier to you.
Well, I know. I mean, I've never actually watched any of her work.
Yeah,
she's been on. Her face has been on the show before as a past sexy time performer.
I mean, you gotta love the fact that we live in a society that actually this person is a household name for just being naked and Muslim.
Well, I believe because the Muslim community put a hit out on her or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that it went. She went viral.
Well, didn't she do a whole, film with a full headscarf and stuff on?
I think so. And she's the one that wants to have all her stuff deleted.
Well, her and anal spelled backwards Rhodes.
Mm-hmm.
She wants to have all of her stuff deleted too, because that's how it works.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah, you totally weren't an adult or anything when you.
No, I mean
that.
You make enough recordings to stack end over end to make it to the moon, and then you want it taken down. I mean, good luck with that. It's not happening. The internet's forever, man.
Yeah, internet is forever, and they should have thought about that, before they signed the multitude of contracts, image releases, everything that goes along with doing this particular career.
I mean, I don't know anything about the type of contracting you need to have to get that stuff done.
Yeah.
I don't ever really plan on going down that road. Don't care. I'm just talking about it in passing here on the show.
Mm-hmm. And we could have told them, and we have attempted to tell them many, many times, that when you go into a career like this, where the say worker industry, that it's not going to go well for you.
Abandon all hope here.
Yeah, abandon all hope, ye who enter here, and all 403 guys who have entered here.
Mm-hmm. I'm just saying.
But then they want to whine about it afterwards.
Yes, and there's whole documentaries, Life After Porn. There's like 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah,
you just watch them, and it doesn't work out. I don't think it's worth the money.
Yeah, I think it's called After Porn Ends.
Yeah,
and then there's 2 or 3 of them now.
Mm-hmm.
And they get cancer and various diseases from doing the crap that they did for years on end. And
this is no secret.
Yeah,
this is no secret.
No.
Too much of a good thing is a bad thing.
Yeah, and anyone who says, well, no one ever told me that this would happen to me, like that no one ever said that my dating prospects would go into the shitter and that people wouldn't take me seriously, you're lying.
Mm-hmm.
You're lying. And that's what this chick is doing. I'm 22-year-old female feeling depressed because of my lack of dating prospects as an OnlyFans content creator.
Oh, my God. All right, keep going, keep going.
Using a throwaway so I can't be traced to my main account. As the title says, I'm an OnlyFans content creator that is just now realizing my lack of dating prospects because of what I do. I started out doing OnlyFans because I thought it'd be a good way to make quick money and liked showing off my body since it gave me a confidence boost. And to my advantage, I did end up making a lot of money and gained 100,000 followers on Twitter. Because that's how real-life success is gauged.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hang on. Oh, we already looked at that one. Hang on. But none of that matters to me anymore since my love life, as I know it, is dead. Men only message me to get their penis wet. I've been told many times that I'll never be girlfriend material. The men I do end up dating are ashamed to be seen with me in public and treat me like a dirty secret. The worst thing that happened to me was when a guy I really liked canceled our date because he found my account.
All right. Shocker. All right. So I believe we've said this before. If you come across a woman who's worked in any sex industry, cut away. It's temporary.
And we've been saying this since we started doing this show.
Yeah.
basically.
Over 10 years. Over 10 years.
So it's not the only person who is surprised by this revelation is her. It's just sad. And there's more. When I asked him why he canceled, he said, quote, oh, and I'm sure this hurt. No self-respecting man would date used up goods. After that, I'd only hear from him late at night if he wanted to hook up. Well,
that's what happens.
That's what happens. And when you do something like this for a living, that's what you're good for.
Unfortunately, you are correct.
It's not. It's nobody's fault but your own, honey.
Well,
Sorry.
well, look, I mean, you have a lot of people out there who still have the, the conservative mindset that particular portion of a woman is the part that reproduces.
Yeah.
Right? And men get married because they want to have kids. All right? They don't want to get married to have a woman that's always comparing them to one of a slew of other dudes.
Ugh.
Probably can't pair bond with you. Might have health issues down the road or have something they give to you.
Yeah.
And a lot of guys are just like, I'm not signing up for that on a permanent basis.
No, that would suck.
And I don't blame them.
No.
I really don't.
No. And it's the same thing with if you go out with a chick and let's say things are going really well. And then you decide to, okay, it's time to take it to that next step. You get her in front of you and they all together and you realize that she's got some work that's been done down below. There's some metal in places where God didn't put it.
I mean, tackle box?
Yeah, there's like a little tackle box going on down there.
Yeah.
Or perhaps some tattoos like right there in that general vicinity. If she is willing to pay a perfect stranger to go around and root in there like you're trying to find like the perfect drill bit in your toolbox and you're just messing around, throwing shit around everywhere, you're not special.
Mm-hmm. You're not the first one to be down there.
Yeah.
Nah.
At this point, I'm considering deleting all my accounts and changing my identity.
Well, that would be wise.
Well, I mean, you're still going to have the same face.
Yes. Yes, you are.
Happens. I feel so stupid for even entertaining OnlyFans in the first place. I wish I had the foresight to see how it would ruin my chances at a good relationship. Sure, I'm schmexually open and I like to show off my body, but I also want commitment. I want flowers and romantic dates. I want to be held in a non-sexual way and be told I love you. Mm-hmm. Can you believe no guy has ever told me I love you?
Well, yeah.
that typically happens because of choices.
Yes. Well, and men, I don't know if it's instinctual or not, but a lot of men out there realize that women who've got a lot of crazy stuff in their past can't pair bond.
Yeah.
So these women will love bomb you in the beginning, but you have no idea when they're going to drop the hammer.
Yep.
And you could be married to them and you're like, I never saw it coming. I mean, it happened to me.
Never saw it coming.
It happened to me. So if it could happen to me, it could happen to anyone.
Yeah. And just saying, wisdom is the bastard stepchild of failure. I'm just going to say.
And usually forged from a boatload of pain.
Yep. Eventually, I would like a family of my own, but all of that feels nearly impossible. I've been crying every single day because no one wants to take me seriously in love. I'll always be seen as nothing but used up goods because I did OnlyFans.
I'm sorry.
Tried to warn you.
It sounds to me like you want some sympathy, and you know where you can find that, right?
In the dictionary.
Between shit and syphilis.
That's what happens, man. Sorry, but I'm not sorry. And this meme says it all here.
We're just telling you the truth. I'm not trying to be mean here. I'm just telling you what men think.
Yeah. And every single one of these chicks, unfortunately, they do hear these things before they get into this mess, and they choose to ignore it because they want confirmation bias, not the truth.
Yeah.
I
mean, you're absolutely correct. I mean, it is what it is.
Yep. Sex work is empowering and fulfilling. And then on my free cams, nice guy 69 tips 10,000 tokens. Please stick a dozen eggs in your anus. Thanks, princess.
How dare you?
Oh, my God.
Well,
hey.
Welcome
what are you
to the
gonna
rat race, man. I mean, play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
I wonder that's how light bulbs wind up going up people's asses. I just don't understand it.
Or the mason jar.
Yeah.
And that was a dude that did that. You would think that his logical brain would have kicked in at some point before the jar shattered.
Yeah, that is not even good.
Oh.
Can you imagine being the surgeon, like having to deal with that? They just like throw a dude on his face in front of you on a gurney, and you look down and you're like, and here we go again.
Yeah.
Wow.
My wife's not going to believe this.
I'm sure she will, because there's all kinds of strange stories that come out of emergency rooms.
I don't know what it is with humans and our complete, it's just devoid of understanding of how orifices are supposed to function.
Yeah.
It's like, if there's an opening on my body, it's definitely there for me to fuck with it.
I'm going to stick stuff in there.
I'm going to stick stuff in there.
Until it breaks.
My brother hadn't even been doing like a medical shit for a couple years. And he had to treat a dude who was admitted with a chair leg stuck up his butt because he was getting his jollies with kitchen ass placements.
Wow.
How do you... No. Why? I
don't know.
I got nothing.
I think it has to do with drugs and stupidity.
Drugs and stupidity, yeah.
Yeah.
If only all the stupidity could be explained by drugs, my faith in humanity might climb up another notch or two.
I know. We're still trying to find the guy who turns the crank on the spank box that makes all the idiots. Somewhere there's a building.
Somewhere.
And there's just this insane amount of people coming out of the front doors. And you don't know where they're going in, but they're just producing more and more idiots. You're like, what the fuck?
And now these idiots, feast your eyes.
Here we go.
90 Day Fiance star has made more than your annual salary in a week by selling her farts. You did not, you're reading it, I'm reading it. That's not a typo.
Yes.
If you're a 90 Day Fiancé fan like myself, I'm not, you probably know 31-year-old Stephanie Matto from some recent seasons over the past couple of years, so she's been on the show more than once. Here's her and her former beau, Erica. Oh, my. That's feminism chewed up something and spit it out.
That's a tree frog.
Pretty much fought every single episode of Before the 90 Days. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about farts.
Oh, my
God. Farts in a
God.
jar specifically.
I got to start drinking.
Yes, you do. Stephanie went viral on TikTok in a video titled Day in the Life of a Girl Who Sells Her Farts in a Jar. The video, which now has 6.5 million botted views on the platform, I added that part, stopped me in my tracks. I had no choice but to click on her profile and further investigate the situation.
The situation.
Therefore, I found another video where she talked about making $45,000 in a week from selling the aforementioned jarred farts.
Wow. I literally have just lost all faith in humanity.
Faith in humanity.
Just think of all of the simps out there paying money for that.
And I want to say that it's like $500 a jar or something like that.
My God.
The journalist in me was ravenous for more information. I decided to contact Stephanie to hear more about her gassy new venture. I think my main motivation was money. Whoa! No
Really?
way. Women are motivated by money?
No, say it.
No.
No.
No. Women don't fart either.
Yeah.
And they don't poop. I mean, they just
exist.
They just leave little, like, little Debbie cupcakes everywhere they walk. I thought it's like Pac-Man. Bloop, 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 bloop.
Like a rabbit.
Say it ain't so. But I also thought it'd be a hilarious publicity move that would get a lot of people's attention, and it's definitely worked. Obviously, because now we're here talking about it. Along with starring in reality shows, posting on YouTube, and writing books, Stephanie is the founder of an 18-plus fan subscription site called Unfiltered. Just what the world needs. Another OnlyFans.
Jesus Christ.
Working on my own adult-friendly platform. There's one way to get around the YouTube algorithm, adult-friendly platform. Over these past few months has made me very aware of the different types of niches and markets that are out there. Over the years, I've gotten a few messages from men and women wanting to buy my worn bras, panties, hair, bath water, oh God, etc. I thought farts were super niche, but it's also something fun, quirky, and different. It's like a novelty item.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, one day Spencer Gifts is going to carry farts in a jar.
Well, they already sell Gwyneth Paltrow's vaginal scented candles.
Yeah, light that off in the bathroom after you take a shit.
Jesus Christ.
Could you imagine that? Somebody lights that in the
I don't
bathroom.
want to. I'm good.
And then you walk in and you're like, what the hell? Dude, I would have rather smelled shit.
It's like walking into a room after your sister's been finger banged. You're just like, oh my God. Disgusting.
It's like the grease dumpster behind McDonald's if all it had in there was tuna cans.
Yeah, you're like, oh my God.
I was curious about Stephanie's fartistic process. Okay, I'll give you credit for that line. That's actually pretty funny. So she gave me a rundown of what a typical day on the job looks like for her. I usually follow a strict diet, but I do allow myself 1 to 2 cheat days every single week, and those are the days that I will indulge in specific types of foods that I know will make me more gassy. Why am I reading this? I also like to combine my product with something that smells like me. So I spritz one of my favorite perfumes into each jar to give customers the most immersive experience.
Oh my God.
I put a small fabric petal or flower in each jar so it's aesthetically pleasing and it allows the scent to attach to it and last longer. And there she is holding one of her jars.
My God.
Oh, wow.
Unbelievable.
Oh, by the way, if you search for this chick, you can't see her naked. Not like I would know about that or anything, but I'm just saying. It might be all she has to offer besides farting in a jar.
I mean, if she's making $45,000, every week, she's only got to do this for a year.
Yeah.
And then she can retire, and that'll be that.
I mean, you're gonna spend $500 on a jar of pickled farts, or you could spend $5 a month and stare at her butthole, I guess.
She's only got to do it for a year, and then she could sit on her ass for the rest of her life.
That's one hell of a retirement plan.
I'm just saying.
Since she started putting her toots on the market, she's made over $50,000. My inbox on Unfiltered is flooded daily with people wanting to purchase jars.
Wow.
I've also been getting requests for videos of me creating the jars. I think I've really tapped into a huge market, and there seems to be endless potential.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
I would love to see the reaction videos or the unboxing videos of these dudes, getting these things like, I've been waiting. I know that this is going to be the best thing. I bet it's going to smell like roses and sunshine.
But, all right, let's put this in perspective.
This must be what evil smells like.
All right, so I've written a philosophy book and 2 fiction books, right? And I can't even, I think maybe all together from all the books and that have been out there since 2012, I've made maybe $4 or $5 grand.
Yeah, let's put a button on it. You and I could create, like, at the current levels that we get, from our supporters on Locals, Patreon, and Subscribestar.
Mm-hmm.
You and I could continue making this level of content for 2 years and not make that much money.
That's absolutely correct.
So whether or not BuzzFeed meant to do it, they published an article that single-handedly debunks the myth of male privilege.
Absolutely correct.
It's done. It's over.
Yep.
Because there is no dude out there, I don't care how good looking he is. Like, let's just say, who's a guy that women love? Like Hugh Jackman, Ryan Gosling, any one of these dudes who just seem to walk through life photoshopped. No woman is going to pay them to eat a big juicy steak and blow ass into a jar and spritz a little Old Spice in there. Here you go. No one's going to do that.
No, because, a dude's meat farts are horrible. Those will clear a house.
It really will. It'll strip the varnish off a Foot Locker. I've had some farts that could end a marriage.
Dude,
they're really
listen,
bad.
You have not suffered horrible gas until you've had to run in formation on a Monday morning after everyone was out drinking all weekend.
And it's just a stream of dudes, and everybody gets a whiff of it as
That's
they just running a line.
correct. Like,
and then if you get like 2 or 3 guys spaced out all farting together, it coagulates into one super fart.
No.
And then the guy at the back passes out from oxygen deprivation.
Well, you have the onesie-twosies that run off to the side to vomit and then get back in formation. And about 10 minutes later, 2 more guys vomit. And then maybe have a guy run way out ahead to shake his shit. He's not left behind. I've done that a few times. And then you have to run back to the barracks with a butt cheeks full of like monkey butt butter.
Oh, no.
It's absolutely horrid.
Oh, you just wait till our next article, dudes. Oh, my God.
God, now you got me just all these flashbacks.
It's horrendous.
Terrible.
I discovered one day that sour ales and pepperoni pizza are 2 things that should never cross-contaminate in somebody's gut.
Okay.
Well, just to give you an idea, like I realized I was like, oh God. And then I messaged my buddy, him and I were the ones drinking the beers and everything. And I was like, dude, are you like smoking out your house? Like, are the neighbors banging on the door wanting to know where like the biohazard is coming from? He's like, dude, I sleep alone. And I still got up to sleep on the couch. It was bad.
Yeah.
It was really bad.
There's some food out there like you can eat that, make it way worse. Like kimchi or whatever.
Oh yeah, kimchi. Oh yeah, that stuff is. That's like rocket fuel for your intestines.
Oh my God! I had a first sergeant who was married to a Korean wife, and he just stunk to high heaven. It just like literally oozed out of his skin.
Ooh.
You can't really tell him like, "Hey, first sergeant, you kind of smell what?" Never mind. I'm not in the mood to do any more road marches. I'll just deal with the stank. This is insane, man.
Yeah, man. $50,000 in a week from selling farts for 500 bones apiece.
Wow.
That's just nuts.
We're going to do administrative violence to be way cheaper than that.
Yeah, it'd be way cheaper than that, man. And that's actually knowledge you can take with you. Oh,
here we go. Now,
this
before
poor
we
thing
jump
here.
before we jump into this, okay, I've actually seen this happen, and I myself have never done this, but I've run up ahead and take a dump in the woods.
Yeah,
I've never had it run down my legs or anything like that.
Oh,
but listen, if you are motivated, you want to win.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
I mean, we're just debunking myths left and right here today. We just debunked male privilege, or BuzzFeed did it for us. Girls fart, even pretty ones. And who? I don't know. This is news to me. Girls shit. An elite runner pooped down her leg 7 miles into a marathon, but kept going until the end, maintaining a personal record pace almost the whole way.
I got nothing but mad respect for that.
Oh, this is great. I think this
I'm
is
serious.
phenomenal.
That's mad respect.
Yeah, mad respect.
I could not do that myself. So, I mean.
Addie Zerenner pooped herself early in the marathon, but she kept a sub 6-minute mile pace for 21 miles.
That is savage.
It is absolutely savage.
Savage.
The aftermath involved walking to the hotel pantsless, shoeless, and wrapped in foil blankets.
That's actually fairly common.
Her candor about digestive issues on the run, which are common, inspired one man to take up running. Now, you can't see it in this picture, but we got the real deal right here. There she is, running with...
the brown streak.
Oh, yeah, all down both legs here. It almost looks like a very tasteful boot.
It looks like mud.
Oh,
but I'm not being disrespectful. Mad respect. First of all, I can't even run a marathon. I mean, I could run a marathon, but I'd be so fucking useless and pissed off when I finished. I'll kill somebody. All right. I certainly wouldn't do it in any reasonable time.
Yeah.
And I've never, ever run a sub 6 mile ever. My fastest 1 mile was 6 minutes, 4 seconds. What?
Oh, there's just more.
There's more horrible stuff?
There's just more.
Like the faces you make back there scare me sometimes.
Well, I mean, you never know.
Like I can't see the screen he's looking at. I can just see his face.
It's up there.
And sometimes he'll do stuff like this, like. And I'm like, what the fuck?
I mean, once is bad.
Yeah.
Twice is worse. 3 times the charm, right? Addie Zerenner's first marathon in 2019 went so well, she worried she cursed herself. Now, 25-year-old running coach, personal trainer, she qualified for the Olympics with her time in this marathon. So she pooped her shorts 3 times during this marathon, the first at mile 7 during the California International Marathon on December 5th. She was relieved in more than one way.
Well, I mean, you're running for a spot on an Olympic team.
Yep.
Who cares?
Yep.
Who cares?
I love it. This was probably my proudest finish ever.
Good.
You know what? Own it. Because if you don't steal the thunder, people are never going to let you live this down.
Well, I knew lots of guys like this that, I mean, my cap was right around 5 miles. I could literally run 5 miles and I'll be golden.
Yeah.
I run more than 5 miles. And, I better, like, when I get done, I better go right to the latrine because it is on like Donkey Kong. I mean, your ass turns into a water cannon. It's over.
Oof.
And a couple times, I was the guy who had to run, sprint out 300 meters ahead, take a quick dump in the wood line, pull up all your shit real quick while they're catching up, and then fall in and keep running back to the barracks with your ass full of monkey butt butter.
And so this is a common thing in the service.
Oh, yeah, it is common, especially when you're doing long runs. Like we do battalion runs, 8, 10, 13, 15 miles.
Yeah.
It happens.
Ooh.
And especially if it's if you're doing like a big run on a Monday or a Tuesday when everyone's been in, at the bar all weekend or whatever, or you do it after a 3 or 4 day weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's comedy gold. Comedy gold.
Oh, a lot of relief in the shower, I'm sure.
I mean, you got people like I used to step off to vomit I'd be running. Literally, I'd take a step off, fall back in, keep going. And I remember Sergeant Greenway, the platoon sergeant. You all right there, Pop? You okay? Okay, let's go.
It's good to get to. Yeah.
And I wasn't the fastest. I wasn't the slowest. But some of the best compliments I ever got from my senior command was, Pop can hang. Which means no matter how fucked up it was, or how long the movement, how cold, if it went up like vertical, whatever, when they look back to see who was in the pack, I was there going, fuck you. You can't make me quit. I was always the guy.
Yes.
And they liked that guy.
That's
Because
awesome.
you can always count on the popster to be there.
Hell yeah. Now, I didn't know this. So let's take a look at this here. Apparently, this was a thing that day. Everyone who ordered the mushroom pasta at the pre-race dinner got sick. Zeriner also ordered the dish. She wasn't one of them at first. She felt healthy and energized, and then the urge to go struck at mile 7. She didn't want to spoil her pace by stopping at a porta potty. I was like, okay, just let it come. I didn't know it was going to be so much. As she kept running and let it come 2 more times. At mile 21, Zeriner's legs felt like they gained 50 pounds each, which forced her to slow down, but she was too close to quit.
That's right.
I'm not going to drop out with shit all over me, she said. I'm going to finish with shit all over me.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
Mad respect. Awesome respect for this woman.
Yeah,
right
yeah.
here.
That's fucking good shit right there. Literally.
No pun intended. Yeah.
No pun intended. I have me a little dribble of whisper pig here.
And a little whisper pig there.
My $88 bottle.
Raise it in solidarity with Adi Zerender or Zerenda. Actually, if you say it like say it German like Zerenda, it sounds like you're calling her the runner.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Good on you, Ms.
She made the Olympic team.
Yeah.
Amen.
Indian women.
That's stupid. Stop it.
I know. Yeah, what are you going to do? All right, now, I mean, we're talking about athletic females here today.
Okay.
So we got a good one here for you.
We're talking about,
Yeah, we're going to go from one woman that we, mad respect to another that just needs to shut the hell up.
Are we talking about one of those man-woman transfer
No.
beatdowns?
No, the gym rat.
Oh.
The gym rat.
There we go.
Here we go.
Don't talk to me while I am at the gym.
Okay.
Don't talk to me while I am at the gym.
No problem.
I'm here to get these gains,
But
not
you
to
don't
get
have-
asked on a date. Don't talk to me while I am at the gym.
No problem.
A few moments later.
Y'all, I'm disappointed in people. I was at the gym today, I felt super jacked, and not one person said nice muscles. And it's like, you saw this, and you didn't say anything? That's embarrassing for you.
All right.
Really?
I'm going to be honest. That little girl's never going to live that down.
No.
That shit went viral.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Now, this is indicative of the typical female who bitches about something and then bitches about the problem. There's no solution. You can never make these women happy.
I mean, we'll play it one more time, and we can take pauses as we go through it, just because it's so stupid.
Don't talk to me while I am at the gym.
No problem.
Don't talk to me while I am at the gym. I'm here to get these
Okay, those are the gains that she's supposedly getting.
Mm-hmm.
There's not much there to be happy about. I'm just saying.
gains, not to get asked on a date. Don't talk to me while I am at the gym.
Bullshit.
A few moments later.
Y'all, I'm disappointed.
Actually, you know what? I've got a song for her. Okay. Let me just mull it over in my head here. Don't lie about why you're at the gym. We know why you're really at the gym. You're there to swallow sperm, but you want it on your terms. That's why you wear a sports bra to the gym.
Oh, my God.
If you didn't want to blow them, you just lift those weights at home. Instead, you've banged 10 guys from the gym. That's the problem here.
Yeah.
Sorry, but if all you're there for is really to lift weights, you don't dress
Like,
in a sports bra and skin-tight yoga pants.
Well, I personally, when I go to the gym, I don't really care what women are wearing. I don't even talk to them. I don't need the trouble.
Oh, I know. But I'm just saying, that's not why she's there.
Mm-hmm.
We know why she's really there.
And you get the same kind of complaints. You get women who are in college who are like, I'm just here to study and get on it. I want to have a good career. And then they're like, there's no men here. You ran them off. Look, you can only kick the dog so many times before it doesn't come back.
And on top of that, I mean, it's safe to assume that people tend to pick their wardrobe tools to perform a function, right? So
uniform?
Yeah, like a uniform, what have you, like
overalls for somebody who gets stuff.
You wear, you wear like your Under Armour shirts, and you always have a pair of pants where you can put tools or sidearm, whatever, in them.
Mm-hmm.
If it rains, you want to wear galoshes, raincoat, or you use an umbrella to stay dry.
Specific.
Yeah. So if what you're really going to the gym for is to work out and perspire, which helps you lose weight, wouldn't you wear, I don't know, sweats?
You think so?
Something that would encourage that along, like the sweatshirt that Rocky wears in Rocky 2. You have to wear that stinking sweatshirt? Well, it brings me luck. You know what it brings? It brings flies.
Yeah. Well,
that
he's got a point.
So if you're wearing a sports bra and skin-tight pants to the gym, it's because you want to get looked at.
Yep.
Problem is, on that day...
You did want to.
Well, the guys who give her attention are not the guys that she wants. On the second day, the guys that she wanted to pay attention to, they were there, but they didn't want her.
Nope. Which is it's fairly common that happens. So
yeah, just
it is what it is.
It cracks me up. and women get away with this stuff all the time because they want to maintain that social status sphere thing, and so they lie to your face or to social media.
Mm-hmm. When I was in
we all know the deal.
When I'd work out at the gym right down the hill from the unit I was at. And I'm usually there in Army PT uniform because I'm officially doing you're supposed to do PT every day.
Of course.
So I would either go at lunch because I didn't like going in the morning. I'm just not a morning guy. Or I'd go after work.
Yeah.
And I made it a point to deal with no females at the gym.
Mm-hmm.
It just didn't happen. I went in there to do my power workout, hit the bag, run on the treadmill. Maybe I lift weights, and I fucking left.
Mm-hmm.
And there was probably a good, in the 4 or 5 years I was there, 5.5 years, probably 7 or 8 times where I had women trying to chat me up.
Oh yeah.
And I was just being polite. I was polite, direct, and short. And I went about my business. You don't need that kind of trouble.
Yeah. And anybody who has ever gone to the gym has seen women like this.
Yes. They're everywhere.
At the YMCA, there used to be a blonde there who would come in with a sweatshirt on. But if you looked around, because she was always like right in the front where she could mirror and see who all was there, if there was a dude there who at least looked like a Chad, outward appearance, tall dude, muscular,
who fit the criteria,
she would get on she'd get on the elliptical, and then you'd see her looking around, and all of a sudden the sweater would come off, sports bra, skin tight booty pants,
bam,
boom.
Yeah, I got you.
We all know why you're really there, ladies.
Yeah.
Even if you create a cute little song to try to convince us all, that's not true. Besides, my song was better.
Don't be careful. Be careful what you wish for.
Yeah, you just might get it all over your face, neck, back, and thighs.
Or you might just get it and you don't like it because you are on the desert island.
Yep.
They just leave you be.
And there's more women like this out there, unfortunately. Female TikToker found a life hack that keeps men from bothering her at the gym. Because, when you dress like this, you really don't want people to look at you. You know what she does?
Huh.
She uses makeup to put little hickey marks all over her neck.
Well, good.
Black Market Bagel Society, as her TikTok username, is claiming that men stopped giving her unsolicited advice at the gym after she started putting fake hickeys on her neck. The woman maintains that her life hack is simply brown eyeshadow, which she applies generously. After working out with the smeared makeup on her neck, the results were uncanny. She was not bothered by men during her time at the gym. In jest, the woman attributes the results to her new form while exercising, but truly believes the makeup life hack is a keeper. After joking about her exercise session in the captions, "I guess my form is just better this week." And then, of course, one of the comments, "Misogynistic problems require misogynistic solutions." How is it misogynistic to offer help?
Well, how's it misogynistic for a dude to, like, talk to a woman he's interested in?
Yeah.
All she really has to do is say, "I'm sorry, I'm not into that."
Yeah, I'm not into it.
The guy usually leaves.
Yeah.
I mean, men get shot down all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, literally, back in the day when I was a free-range fornicator, I'd probably have to talk to 10 to 15 women before I get one that would entertain.
Oh, yeah.
In conversation.
Because they feel like they can. I mean, they're the ones who are selected. Like, I have a right to be picky.
Yeah.
My standards.
Like, literally. And we, when you realize it's just a numbers game, it's not personal. You just think, okay, next.
Yeah. And
next.
Even when they claim, oh, that's not what I'm here for. Well, you're out in public.
Mm-hmm.
All right. If you didn't want to be on display, you would get takeout and eat at home in your pajamas. With a half gallon of ice cream on standby.
But even if you are out in public, usually you could tell if a woman is receptive or not.
Yeah. And
if they're not, I won't approach them.
Yeah. And regardless, if you're in public, you are there for public display.
And that's why they have a bump and grind shop.
I just want to eat alone. Well, if you just wanted to eat alone, you'd be at home. These, because I've been out there and I've seen these women eating by themselves, dine in at restaurants, full makeup, nice thing, but 5'6" gumpy dude comes up and says, "Hi, I'm just trying to eat alone. I go, why can't anyone let me be?" 5 minutes later, his buddy comes up who's 6'3". "Hey, how you doing?"
Don Juan.
"Oh my God, you want to buy me a drink?"
"How you doing? Pull up a seat." Yeah, look, I got it.
Anything that a woman does in public usually serves one single purpose. I think we all know that. And I think we all know where they learned this behavior from. Mom, 48, stole daughter's identity to start college and date young guys.
Yeah, I cannot believe it when I saw this. I was like, you got to be kidding me.
A Missouri mama is facing jail time after she admitted to stealing her estranged daughter's identity in order to secure student loans, enroll in college, and pursue her sexy co-ed fantasies. Ironically, her name is Laura Oglesby, which is something that hasn't happened to her in 2 decades. Posed as her daughter Lauren Hayes for more than 2 years in an elaborate scam that fooled both the federal government and locals in the small town of Mountain View.
Wow.
In 2016, she applied for a Social Security card in her daughter's name, which she received in the mail, and from that point on, Oglesby, who originally hailed from Arkansas, was then 43, assumed her daughter's identity, saying her name was Lauren Hayes and that she was 22 years old. I'm sorry, is anybody buying that?
I'm sure there's some people out there.
I don't even believe the daughter is 22 years old.
I don't know. Now, the thing is once money was involved, this became a very high-level crime.
Yes.
If she had not taken out student loans and she'd paid for it out of her own pocket, she would just get she would get a slap on the wrist.
Yeah.
But the minute you start taking out money is when it becomes a big problem.
Mm-hmm. Girls just want to have funds.
Mm-hmm.
That's really about it right there, too, yeah. They want funds, and they want those to be supplied by men over 6 feet tall with a huge penis. That's what they want. And if you're out in public, dressed like, "Don't talk to me while I'm at the gym," that's really what you're after.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
If you're out in public doing something you could easily do at home alone, you're there for public consumption. Wah. Oh, goodness. And they just keep getting away with it, unfortunately.
I just can't. She did it for 2 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's going to get hammered.
Yeah.
They're gonna take it to her, man. Identity theft.
Yeah. She received $9,400 in federal student loans,
Felony.
$5,900 in Pell Grants, and $1,863 in finance charges. Woo! Well, she could be facing 5 years behind bars without parole after pleading guilty to one count of intentionally providing false information to the Social Security Administration. That's it?
That's it?
I mean, there's got to be more charges than that.
Well, the minute you go over a certain dollar amount, it's fucking felony, man.
$17,521 in restitution.
You better have that money.
Yeah, she doesn't have that money.
Nah. Probably not.
And at 48, I don't think she's going to get it on OnlyFans unless she convinces her daughter to forgive her and then they work on it together.
That's not going to happen.
Hey, you'd be surprised.
The daughter is probably freaking out because she now has all this crap in her name, and it's going to be a big nut roll to get it transferred over.
I'm just saying, those things do happen.
Yep. I mean, I did mortgages for years, and I had quite a few identity theft situations happen with some of my clients.
Oh, but you said that when you said that may not happen, I'm just saying, it's disgusting.
Oh my God!
But it happens.
It actually
Mother,
happened.
55, daughter, 22, run a joint OnlyFans account where they pose in underwear and fetish costumes, saying they've been accused of incestuous, but insist they never kiss or touch inappropriately. Oh my! But yeah, I'm sure that the 55-year-old mom is insisting that she's pulling in half the audience, right?
So that mother was 33 when she got knocked up.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a Hail Mary pass right there.
Oof. Single parents, man. Single parents. Ugh.
It's nuts, man.
Really crazy, cringy time to be a dude.
Yeah. I mean, this is insane. It's only getting worse.
It is only getting worse.
And the men are waking up and they're not playing the game. You're going to see this desperation. It's going to get bad.
It is going to get very, very bad. We got another email. I'm just looking ahead of the super chats here. We're going to be getting to these in just a moment. All right. Let's check it out here. Then we'll wrap up the day, and then we'll see you guys tomorrow night. Here we go. All right. Dynaside 13. Show Pop the story I sent you over the weekend. Sent me a story over the weekend. Oh. Is that in my email?
Is it a super long one?
I don't know. Where is he at? Dynaside 13.
Can't find it.
Could you forward that one to me again, Dynaside? I want to make sure, because I got like 6 emails from somebody in the middle of the night, and everything got shoved down my page. Geeky Anomaly. I've had the coof 3 times, and it gets weaker every time.
Mm-hmm.
Texas Hoss. Thanks, Pop, for all of the advice and encouragement. Little typo there. It has truly helped in getting me through my divorce and being put in jail. I beat the charges. +1. 404.
404. You beat the charges, huh?
Yeah, Crimson Hawk letting us know there's no sound. Yeah, that was my bad. Sorry about that. I need to figure out a way, because the biggest issue that we have with using videos of any kind is the sync issue, which I've narrowed down. It's because of the video switcher. The video switcher processes everything, and it takes 250 milliseconds for everything to process through that. So I have to delay the sound by that much. So whenever we have videos, it's like Godzilla. Every time.
Mm-hmm.
So I try to fix it however I can, and sometimes things just get a little screwy. Reaper01 with 2 $20 donations back to back.
Thank you.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy!
Wango Tango.
All right.
All right. Where's Wango Tango in the chat? I'm expecting to see some all caps rage. Yesterday, I got approached by a female USMC recruiter in the mall, I should say. They hounded me about joining for an hour, saying I'm the most qualified they've seen in weeks. I mentioned you, and things got hot. Oorah, Pop.
What'd they say?
I don't know.
What did you say? Oh, now you got I'm all interested now.
Yeah, dude, I need like an email version of this story. P.S. They were packing 20-mile-an-hour front and rear bumpers, one white, one Latina. Ooh. Huge secret fans of you guys.
Really?
I told them my screen name and they wanted to test it. One staff sergeant and one young gunny. Still not joining though.
All right, now listen. All right. I've said this before. I'll say it again. I think the 0311s, that's the infantry guys for the Marines, when they come out of basic and AIT off Parris Island, pound for pound, they are one of the best fighting systems on the planet.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. The Army, it will take their soldiers an additional 6 months if the unit that they go to wishes to invest the time and money into their training to bring them up to that par. And the only thing that will exceed them is basically Rangers who come out of RIP, guys in 2nd Ranger Battalion, 3rd Ranger Battalion, 1st Ranger Battalion, Special Forces. Okay, and then you have some LURS units out there, though they're getting deactivated.
Yeah.
But for the most part, when you like the infantry guys that come off of us, Sand Hill, and they say they just go to a straight leg infantry unit, the Marines got them beat. And I've turned probably 100, 150 former Marines into outstanding soldiers. Like I've done great things with them.
It's awesome, dude.
I just don't agree with how the Marines treat their people. I mean, they literally don't care if they kill you, maim you. They don't give a fuck. I just can't get behind that.
Okay. I have a question for you.
All right.
Are you ready to puke?
No one's ever ready to puke.
This is the story that Dynaside sent me over the weekend. 61-year-old woman gives birth to her own grandchild in order for her son and his husband to have their own baby. The egg donor was the husband's sister.
Okay. So it's not an incest thing.
No.
I mean, this is bizarre.
Well, it's kind of. Because, I mean, his mom, 61, gives birth to his bazooka juice impregnating his husband's sister.
I know. It's weird. I got you.
And
but it's not an incest thing.
No.
I mean, it's kind of creepy. I mean,
weird.
It's creepy. It's creepy.
It's very creepy. I mean, this is nothing short of a medical miracle.
Well,
I will say that.
Yeah, it's very. I mean, she had to probably go through all kinds of crazy.
Oh, the IVF treatments and the
hormones.
She's postmenopause.
Yeah, and the hormones and everything.
Wow.
Well, good on her, man. She wanted a grandkid that bad. Have at it.
Imagine trying to explain this to the kid down the road.
You might have to take a pass on that. Well, the grandmother will be dead before that comes.
It'll just be easier to tell him that the stork dropped him off at that point.
Yes. We caught you coming down the chimney.
Yeah. I mean, they're not going to be encouraging standard relations in that house anyway. So
no.
Oh.
I mean, good on her. She wanted a grandkid, and
that's one way to get one. Have it yourself. Wow. Crazy Uncle, email number 2 at Redonkulas12. Got it right here for you. When I was about 23, my brother and I ended up at a Shake It Club. We were next to the stage, and the woman on stage tried to talk us up, but neither of us wanted to buy a champagne room. When he let it slip that we're brothers, she said, I've always wanted to have 2 brothers at the same time. Mm-hmm. My brother and I looked at each other and simultaneously said, hell no. Good. We were out less than 10 minutes later. To this day, I can't even drive past that place without wanting to retch. Probably did save me, though. I really don't want a case of stripper herpes. I thought it was a joke until I joined the military. One word for that. Riggs! Woo!
Yeah, you don't want to mess around with that shit, man.
No.
Just take a pass.
No. Even for a temporary one-night thing, you're taking your life in your hands.
Yeah, 3 to 7 minutes of, yeah, great, and then 70 years of...
Scotchy chingos.
You don't need that.
Yeah, we don't want any of that.
I award you no points and may God have mercy on your soul.
It's all fun and games until you're consistently itching your balls 24/7.
Ooh. I mean, not that you know anyone like that or anything.
Riggs!
If he's still alive.
He's got to be dead.
Probably. Crazy uncle. If you look at the chemical castration schedule for horses, there's a schedule for this, and compare it to the timeline they want us to take the shaft, so similar, it's scary.
Chemical castration.
And this is a schedule? It's weird.
Yeah. Well,
Quite weird.
My ESP is telling me there's something deeper and nefarious behind all of the EIU poke and smoke stuff.
EIU. Yeah, not that there's, facts out there about that or anything. Alternative facts, as the media would like to call them. Thumper the sweaty fat guy, tuna-scented snort pocket. Give me some of that. The pungent aroma of her emissions just makes it so much more disgusting.
That would be a tuna melt, and she wiped her ass with it.
Thanks, now I'm picturing it.
Smells like pass.
Ugh.
Just pussy and ass.
Could you imagine that? I'm sure that there's probably some, dom submissive relationship out there. You go to the diner, takes the tuna melt. I'll be right back. Goes to the bathroom with it, comes back, sets it down in front of her man. A real man would eat it.
Oh.
I don't want to know.
Yeah. Well, back in the day when you could shame men to do stuff, including risk their own life, that might have worked. But today's day and age,
the downside of those equal rights is the equal lefts.
That's right.
Crazy uncle again. Army Monday morning detox run in Korea. If they pissed us off, we put up the Cat USAs up front. Katusas.
Yeah, they're the Korean soldiers.
Oh, okay. We would run further in cadence just to make it hurt.
Yep.
Until they shit on you. All that kimchi. Crimson Hawk. Hi, Pop. My nickname in construction was Jack Skin. Cuz you take a verbal and order beating with a smile. I did it while I was jacked muscular.
Okay.
Jack Skin? I don't know. Because you take a verbal and order beating with a smile. Okay. Some of this stuff I have tried to figure out how to read it in cadence. I'm like, okay. Ohio Trucker 1. Damn it, Blake, I spat my coffee on my windshield. Keep it up. I hope you weren't going fast on the expressway or anything.
Yeah, we don't want to pile up or anything.
I don't want to cause an accident.
Did you hear about that guy who got sentenced to 110 years for a pile up?
110? Oh, is that the semi-truck driver?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a petition going around for clemency in his sentencing, and 3 point some odd million people signed it.
Yeah, I know. I mean, 110 years. Now, granted, people died, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, but if it was a genuine accident and
or
I don't
a minor fuck up.
Yeah.
Okay, a minor fuck up. I mean, okay, 3 years.
I mean, if he's, is he drugged out? Is he driving under the influence? I mean, I don't know the answers to these questions.
I don't know either. But all I know it's 110 years. I mean, serial killers don't get that much time.
Yeah, no shit. I mean, Kwame Kilpatrick just got pardoned by Trump, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Yes,
he should have rotted in prison, that fucking crooked bastard.
He's an ass blaster.
I hope he dies.
Allegedly.
No, I die of a horrible natural cause.
Yeah, I hope you die of natural causes. There you go. That'd be a good shirt for the website. I hope you die of natural causes.
No, it's I hope you die, comma, of natural causes.
I hope you die,
comma,
of natural causes.
That take a slow, horrible amount of time.
Nick Crocodilus, you of course realize I can't press like with that title.
Okay.
Well, it's not like we're selling it.
Yeah.
Captain Chaos, just got a call from management. I'm being sent home until I get the poke. Yeah.
Yeah, get on our
Don't you love how numerous courts can rule that this is unconstitutional, but then one can weigh in, and all of a sudden that means nothing?
Well, the thing is he's got a case. He contact an attorney and sue the employer.
Sue them. Sue their ass off.
There needs to be a bazillion lawsuits over this.
Yeah. Man. Crimson Hawk, can you guys get Nick Mullen from Cumtown in the show? Cumtown?
Never heard of it.
Do I want to invite someone from Cumtown in the show?
I don't know.
In the chat about the guy who caused the wreck here. Looks like apparently the brakes failed on his rig. So how the hell is that his fault?
I don't know.
Trucker lost brakes and couldn't avoid the people. Damon Wolf MGTOW. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, because if you're talking about literally just shit happens, 110 years.
Yep.
Wow.
I mean, there's got to be something more to. I haven't read the case, so I don't know the nuances. But 110 years that's a little excessive.
That's egregious. That's completely egregious. Ugh. Damn it. All right. Field Marshal Ass Clap. Check your Redonkulas email for some skunt bullshit in story form. Oh, here we go. Skunt.
That'd be a skanky cunt.
Oh, my. Let's see where.
A skunt.
So an old squad mate, one of whom was involved in the Blasher stalkers story, called me to tell me he'd gotten a Russian-Polish girlfriend.
Okay.
She was an 8.5, 9 at best, packing an ass like one I'll put below. I think you forgot it. Brunette with blonde highlights, 5'9", green eyes, but she had a problem. The problem was the reason she couldn't keep a boyfriend for longer than 2 months. One day, I went to his house to shoot the shit and play video games. When he opened the door to let me in, he pulled me aside to give me a warning. He told me that she must have had a gastrointestinal issue because she could fart like a cannon. Now, I'm aware, unfortunately, that if she has big ass cheeks, the colon gunfire reverberates, sounding much worse. So I took this as seriously as a Clinton threat. We went to his game room to set up a kick-ass CSGO and Wolfenstein, the new Colossus. 1 hour in, we're about to move to a different game when we heard what sounded like a lion's roar coming from outside his door. I knew his girl liked to play loud music when my buddy had friends over and not give her attention. Talk about selfish, but we didn't think much of it. We heard it again. I had to check it out. I opened the door. I noticed the bathroom was across from his room, and she was ass exploding in the bathroom. I did an about face and went back to games. Before I left, I went to use the bathroom dreadfully, walked in with my breath held, and saw the toilet. The shitter looked as if it had seen more shit than a pigsty after the pigs were fed bad chili leftovers.
Damn!
There were shit speckles on the ceiling above the toilet.
Wow.
I ran out of there to ask what the hell was that, and he told me. The real reason she hasn't been able to keep a boyfriend is that she has really nasty kinks involving ass-to-face contact while loosing ass bombs. He would wake up in the middle of the night with his schwing in her butt while she's ripping absolute death in gas form and other stuff I'm not writing here for my own sake. Let's just say he dumped her and her sister, who has a similar problem, and yes, he was doing them both.
Oh, my God. All right. Well.
Shit happens?
That's a little too extreme for me. I don't think I could handle that.
People will put up with some weird shit, no pun intended, to get a crack at a hot piece of Russian Polish poon. I'm just saying.
Well, that just proves it right there.
Yeah.
I don't think I could deal with that, man.
Yes.
I'm done.
All right. We got some chats from Ascension.
There we go.
Now's as good a time as any to point this out to you guys. Ascension's mom was in a car wreck recently. Got banged up pretty good. Of course, as we all know, thanks Obama, the medical apparatus is not what it used to be. So if you guys would like to help her out, I'm going to put a link here in the chat. Currently, there's only 3 donations with just a modest $3,000 goal. And there's the car. So it's seen better days.
And this is just for like medical bills?
Yes.
Okay.
Medical bills, make sure she's all right, all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to make sure that I put that in the chat for you guys.
All right. Nothing wrong with that. How many people we have in 2 hours?
It is 1:43 p.m. We're currently sitting at 721 on YouTube. Thank you all very much. Put this in the chat over on D Live as well. Anything that you guys can throw in to help out Ascension's mom, feel free, and I'm sure that they appreciate everything.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Make sure I put this in over on MGTOW as well.
Yeah, and that I remember the GoFundMe for the little kid who got killed next door to me did quite well.
Yeah. Yeah, that kid, man, that breaks my heart still.
It's terrible. And he was literally 6 feet in front of his mother in the crosswalk, doing everything right.
Yeah,
just got.
And then the guy just hit him and took off.
Just kept going.
Took off.
Didn't even hit the brakes.
God.
Didn't even hit the brakes.
Yeah, there's a special room for people like that in hell.
Yeah, that guy's going to prison.
Good. And once he's there, I'm sure that you know people who know people.
Yes, I do.
Ascension! This will make you lose even more faith. Those Sims don't even stop to think she doesn't have to fart in anything. She doesn't even have to open the lid. You will never know the difference.
That's right.
Yeah.
You will never know.
Because she's putting in perfume and rose petals and stuff. Like.
That's right. You're never going to know. And you know what? It's absolutely disturbing to me. You'll cough up $500. I mean, that's a 9mm pistol with 2 extra mags and maybe 100 rounds of ammunition.
It's just sad.
It's just sad.
Sad. You ever Dutch oven a whole room to the point where the air itself turns a visible shade of green?
No, I never want to be involved in that situation.
Neither would I. After hearing that story, that kid's DNA and family tree is so screwed up, I'm sure that he would be welcomed in Mordor. You got to be screwed up to be openly welcomed by the denizens of Mordor people. I'm not going to argue with that. That's a very valid point. Oh, it's horrendous. Jumping over to BigTown.tv, Senior Airman Dick Fitzwell. Pop, I will sell you my jar fart. You might black out for a minute.
No.
Darth Pennywise and I are going to sell our fart jars and market them as a hot chick selling them. Check out the MGTOW TV chat between us. Oh, you guys are having way too much fun over there.
Oh, my God. It's good times.
Loyal9 over on Odyssey. Keep up the great work, Pop and Toxic. We're all on the same side, and I'm here to support all conservative content creators. One thing I can say about the coof, I had it, and I kept saying was, is this all China has got? Pussies.
Well, let's hope so.
The sweet and sour sniffles. Loyal9 again. Also just finished running 5 miles in 35 minutes. Now I'm drinking beer because I'm not a bitch.
Well, you definitely run a lot faster than I do.
It's a good run.
That's a good run time.
My ex-wife was such a Jedi. You could measure the amount of penis she had in miles. 500 miles. 500
miles and Mr. Right.
And Mr.
It is possible, and I mathematically proved it in the video. Challenge accepted.
Calebon has a question. What warped part of your mind came up with the thumbnail for YouTube? Seemed like a good idea at the time. If you guys go over to Redonkulas.com to check the sources afterwards, if you haven't seen the thumbnail, there it is. It's quite fantastic. I think that's actually smoke from an incense, but, looks like it's coming out of the right place. The no-no square.
Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square. Stop!
Oh, goodness.
The no-no square dance.
Oh, man. And all we can do is comment on the stupidity because it just keeps coming rapid fire.
Yep, one after the other. I mean, I can't even keep up with the amount of stupid that's going on in the world.
No. I mean, the fact that there's a guy who's going to be rotting in jail for 110 years over a mechanical failure.
Mm-hmm. I don't know the details. I don't know the details.
Ugh.
I mean, there's got to be something there that...
I thought his male privilege would keep him out of jail, right?
Actually, if you're a dude and you're going to jail and you're going to do the proper amount of time, and women will do one-third the time for the exact same crime.
Oh, I know.
Statistics.
You're preaching to the choir on that one. I just like to remind feminists of that.
Mm-hmm.
So, where was this male privilege on that one? Clearly nowhere to be found.
Yeah, where's the male privilege when the workplace death count?
Yeah. 95% of workforce deaths are men.
Mm-hmm.
Crimson Hawk, if the brakes fail, that's the mechanic's fault, not the driver's. Or sometimes shit just happens.
Well, like I don't know the specifics. I think they probably brought it up in the trial that he had knowledge that the brakes were not good and he drove anyway.
Yep.
Then they'll fuck him up for that.
Fuck him up.
I don't know the details.
I still find it, without some kind of substance abuse in the picture, I find it impossible to believe that anyone could assess a situation like that where there was a clear mechanical failure. And 110 years, it sounds about right. Come on.
It's got to be like some crazy law or something that's coming back to bite him in the ass.
Yeah.
Because that sounds cruel and unusual to me. I mean,
we need to look up, we were talking about that last stream, a bunch of laws that are still on the books that are just bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
We need to look those up. There's a ton of them. Apparently, in California, Stan, you can't peel an orange in a hotel. Because, of course, smooth criminal, technically velocity is a natural cause.
Well, it's an argument with physics of some type.
Yes. Crimson Hawk says to smooth criminal, good point. Reaper01 sent me an email. Oh, boy, here we go. From the USMC chicks. They said they watch you guys all the time. The Latina one said she won't chase Pop with a bat. After a few hours of action, they almost needed a walker, but in the end gave me a moist salute and a double winning.
Nice.
Message from them. They have male names in the chat, so their husbands and commanders can't sniff them out. The Latina one flicked the bean to one of your past videos in front of me in the hotel room. Climaxed with a loud winning.
Okay.
Okay, now if you have video evidence of this,
I don't need to get sued, bro. Don't bring that to me. I'm good.
Got some weird fans out there, man, but hey, it's all good. Alternative Lifestyles for Men. I'm here in Colorado where it happened. He wasn't certified, but no drugs or alcohol. He failed to make the runoff ramps.
Okay.
Oof. It's a bad situation. And
totally
I feel
sucks.
for the families of people who got smoked in that one.
Yeah. So, I mean, that just sucks. I mean, but 110 years. Come on.
Ascension referring to the chick with the gastrointestinal problem. So basically, she could have popped his penis from all the gas going in the hole at once.
It can't be healthy for you.
Could you imagine that? Chick, you're not even conscious. In the middle of the night, she jimmies your jammer, pops it in there, and next thing you know, it's
playing in the mud.
It's blowing up and exploding.
Yeah, that's not a good thing. I mean, that's not even alluring. It's so repulsive. I can't even imagine that.
I wouldn't want to.
No.
Berserker Brad says, great show today, gents. Thank you for all that you do, and thank you all very much for tuning in. We still have 19 on MGTOW.tv, 37 on Odyssey, 40 on Twitch, 30 on DLive, and 716 on YouTube with 562 likes. It's pretty good.
So we've got about 900 people.
And tomorrow night, as requested, it's going to be Slingback night. Now, do not quote me on this because every time I mention that we have a guest coming on, something fucks up.
Yes.
But the plan now is to have Lauren Brooks on, and if at all possible, if he's in town, Senior Airman Richard Fitzwell should be here in the studio. So we should have 4 people with lots of Slingback stories, and we're going to turn the floor over to your chats to take us through the night.
And just to make sure that we don't run out of material, it can be Slingback stories or crazy significant other stories.
Yes.
Because, let's face it, by the time you get to the age of about 25 as a dude, you're going to have at least one, or if not, you're going to have the other.
Yeah.
Because listen, by the time you're 25, you've all run across a piece of crazy, strange sea.
Yes.
Don't even say you haven't.
And it's the best. That's why dudes keep going back to it, even though we know it's a bad idea.
They keep going back to the well to drink the poison water because it's so much fun. Until it's not.
Until it's not.
Then it's expensive, time-consuming, and more than likely will consume part of your soul.
Yes. Now, as you all know, or maybe some of you don't, in the interest of protecting this channel to the best of our ability from YouTube's ridiculous crap, We do have backup channels, youtube.com/TerrencePopCulture, where you can find all of these streams archived until they have been approved for audiences. If they haven't, then they stay unlisted. But all unlisted links, as they're published on social media and the backup channels, will still work regardless. And you can see all the streams as they exist on Redonkulas.com. And then, of course, for the bits, you got to go to youtube.com/Grunt Speak, or you can just follow us on any of our new tech channels because they're all there.
Amen.
And women.
That's stupid.
I know.
Stop it.
One more boxed wine and Catland, and then I think we'll do a safety briefing.
All right.
Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square. Stop!
Oh, and don't forget, gentlemen, that this weekend, in time for the holidays, just so you can screw with people, the Pringle Smells music video is almost done, and it's glorious.
Yeah. Hopefully, hopefully they like the Twilight Zone one. That one was pretty good.
The Twilight Zone video is being algorithmically suppressed, so please share that one out on like 4chan, places like that, if you'd like to get the word out there, because we worked really hard on that one, and I think it's hilarious.
That was pretty funny.
Yes. And if you guys want the Pringle Smells ringtone, it's already on redonkulas.com/downloads, so do it!
All right.
Safety briefing.
All right. Don't drink and drive. Don't drink and swim. If you're going to fight, don't go to the ground because that's where you get stomped out. If you have to defend yourself, shoot to kill, not wound, because one creates a lot of paperwork and headache.
Yes. And don't forget, 61-year-old women should not be having babies for their gay children. I'm just saying, like, it's weird.
It's a technique, but not the preferred method.
Yes. It's heartwarming in a really strange, weird way.
Yes.
If I had a heart.
Which I don't.
I didn't think so.
I have no feelings left to hurt.
And you can buy that shirt on the merch store. You're winning. We'll see you tomorrow night. Bring your crazy slot C stories or crazy significant other stories in general and your slingbacks.
Yeah.
It's going to be gorgeous.
Let's do it.